In the far reaches of space, there was a brave group of explorers who set out to discover new worlds. Spaceships called Celestial Voyager, which could travel faster than the speed of light thanks to advanced technology, were crossing the cosmos. As they delved deeper into the unknown, they detected a faint signal coming from a distant planet. With their curiosity piqued, the explorers set a route towards the mysterious celestial body. When they arrived, they were greeted with a sight they couldn't believe: a world of vibrantly colored plants and sparkling water unlike anything they had ever seen. Explorers who wanted to learn more about this mysterious planet put on their special clothes and got off the ship. The air they breathed was a type they had never breathed before, filled with a subtle radiance that invigorated their senses. As they explored the alien land, they encountered strange creatures, some resembling graceful and ethereal beings, while others were covered in scales that sparkled in the planet's bright sun. As night falls, the sky fills with dancing aurora, painting the skies in a mesmerizing riot of color. But their admiration turned to concern when they came across the ruins of an ancient civilization. Among the ruins, they found artifacts that indicate that a large society once existed. It was clear that the planet held deep secrets, shrouded in the mist of its history. Determined to uncover the truth, the explorers delved into the planet's past, uncovering a tale of cosmic tragedy and resilience. They learned about the disasters that haunted the planet, but were amazed by its inhabitants who managed to survive despite all the difficulties. As they prepared to depart, the explorers carried with them knowledge of the extraordinary planet, its resilient inhabitants, and its history. They left with a newfound respect for the wonders of the cosmos, knowing that the mysteries of the universe will always beckon to those who dare to explore the boundaries of infinity. Captain of the Celestial Voyager, Dr. Alex Carter sat in the ship's command center. His eyes watched the giant screen that projected the image of the planet. His mind was trying to unravel the secrets of the planet. His heart was struck by the beauty of the planet. Dr. Carter, what do you think of the planet? Asked Doctor sitting next to him. Mia Lee is the ship's chief scientist. It's an amazing place, Dr. Lee. This place is much more than we could have ever imagined. The creatures that live here are very different from us. The artifacts we find here tell us a lot. The atmosphere we feel here affects us greatly, said Dr. Carter. I totally agree, Dr. Carter. This is a place worth exploring. We can learn a lot from the creatures that live here. The artifacts we find here teach us a lot. The atmosphere we feel here changes us a lot, said Dr. Lee. How long do you plan to stay here, Dr. Lee? Asked Dr. Carter. I don't know how long we can stay here, Dr. Carter. This is a very dangerous place. The creatures that live here can do us a lot of harm. The artifacts we find here can cause us a lot of trouble. The atmosphere we feel here can be very challenging, said Dr. Lee. So, do you want to stay here, Dr. Lee? Asked Dr. Carter. I want to stay here, Dr. Carter. This is a very interesting place. The creatures that live here are very close to us. The artifacts we found here are very valuable to us. The atmosphere we feel here is very good for us, said Dr. Lee. I want to stay here too, Dr. Lee. This is a very beautiful place. The creatures that live here are very friendly to us. The artifacts we found here are very meaningful to us. The atmosphere we feel here makes us very happy, said Dr. Carter. Dr. Carter and Dr. Lee looked at each other. There was a deep love in their eyes for each other. There were sweet words on their lips that they wanted to say to each other. There was a warm touch in their hands that they wanted to extend towards each other. Dr. Carter and Dr. Lee, they moved closer to each other, and they hugged each other, and they kissed each other, and they whispered words of love to each other, and they had each other. Dr. Carter and Dr. Lee, they were captivated by the planet, and they shared the secret of the planet, and they took the curse of the planet, and they became eternal inhabitants of the planet. Dr. Carter and Dr. Lee was sitting in the ship's command center. His eyes watched a giant screen that projected the image of the planet. His mind was trying to protect the planet's secrets. His heart was set on the beauty of the planet. Dr. Carter, what do you think of the planet? Asked Doctor sitting next to him, Lee. It's a wonderful place, Dr. Lee. This is our home. The creatures that live here are our friends. The artifacts we find here are our heritage. The atmosphere we feel here is our life, said Dr. Carter. I totally agree, Dr. Carter. This is our home. The creatures that live here are our friends. The artifacts we find here are our heritage. The atmosphere we feel here is our life, said Dr. Lee. Do you want to leave here, Dr. Lee? Asked Dr. Carter. I don't want to leave here, Doctor.